One of the strangest things about living on the opposite side of the world to the rest of your family is that at times like these, you feel like you're watching your country as a complete outsider. And to be honest, I'm more scared now than when it was right here on my doorstep.
We are at the very early stages still of what looks like being a very major epidemic.
The Prime Minister has announced the most drastic limits.
Coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades.
We will only want to use enforcement if we absolutely have to.
And wherever you are in the world, I imagine you're feeling pretty worried too, and probably a whole host of other emotions as well. And I can totally relate to that. I've been here in China the whole time that this has been going on. So I've been in lockdown for maybe 9-10 weeks now, and it's been hard, but we have to keep going. So I thought I would share what this experience has taught me and offer you some light at the end of the tunnel. When news of the epidemic broke out, we weren't actually even in China. It was Chinese New Year, so we were in Thailand, sitting by the pool, eating some tasty food, and nervously scrolling through our phones to check out the latest developments. Every day, the death toll was rising, and we were unsure whether we would, should, or could even return to China. But China is our home, so we decided to take the risk and return back here. Upon returning, we were shocked. The airport was deserted, the subway was deserted. In fact, the only few people that we saw were workers wearing hazmat suits wielding thermometers. It's fair to say we were pretty scared, not for the health risks, but because of the fear of the unknown. So that brings me to my first point. It's scary at first. Upon returning, we stocked up on some food and we resigned ourselves to staying indoors, out of the way for a few days. But the days quickly turned into weeks and the weeks quickly turned into months. At first, you don't know what's going on with your job, how long this is going to last for, and just the uncertainty of it all. If you've just gone into lockdown, then I'm sure you can relate to this.
Self-isolation, social distancing getting quite serious in the UK.
We are all in this together so we can help each other and help ourselves.
You're nervous, frustrated, anxious, scared, but you can't control this, so you have to just accept it. Us as humans, we're not so keen on change, but it's surprising how adaptable we are. After a few weeks of wearing a mask, washing my hands like 100 times a day, and getting my temperature checked pretty much everywhere, this has just become routine. It's surprising how fast this all becomes normal, and it does get easier. But it's not easy for everyone. Right now is a really hard time for some people, for a whole host of different reasons. You might be a frontline worker, you might know someone who's been diagnosed with it, you might have just lost your job. If all you have to worry about is sitting inside and working from home, then you're a lucky one. Think about the different ways that you can support these people in need. Whether it's just a phone call, some food or groceries, or supporting a local business. There are many small businesses and freelancers that have lost a lot as well. You can help out by doing something like leaving a positive review for them. That doesn't cost anything. Or if you watch one of their videos, click on a link or an ad. And these small things could really help somebody in this field. You could also contact the people or the business and ask ways that you could help them. People are creative. When this lockdown first happened in China, all non-essential businesses were shut. But as time passed and it didn't seem to be getting any better, then people had to come up with some ingenious ways to make money. Many restaurants that were previously only dine-in started offering home delivery. And this is happening all over the world. I've seen museums and art galleries offering virtual tours. I've seen Italian grandmas turn their cooking classes into live online classes so that you can do it at home. It's amazing how people are adapting and creating something new out of this. We are lucky this happened now. I, like many people, am working from home, and this wouldn't have been possible just a few decades ago. With the help of modern technology, this has been a surprisingly easy transition. It also would have been absolutely devastating if I was on the other side of the world and I had no way to contact my family. So make the most of FaceTime, Skype, WhatsApp, however you stay in touch, and call your family or your friends every day. This is also a great way to keep morale high. Social distance yourself from social media. Social media, the internet, 24-hour news are all amazing ways to keep up to date with the latest information. For the first few weeks, I obsessed over this, but then it began to stress me out. Sure, you need to keep up to date with the latest developments, but I found it really healthy to take a digital detox every now and again whenever I felt stressed or anxious. It's surprising how putting away your phone for just even an hour or two can help you calm down and focus on the here and now.
Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're so good.
Don't waste this opportunity. This is a stressful time, so take some time to de-stress and relax. But when you've been in lockdown as long as we have, it's really good to have something to focus on. Otherwise, the days just kind of merge into each other. You get up, you get dressed, you don't know what to do, you end up doing nothing, then you feel guilty because you did nothing all day, then you go to bed and you repeat the process again. The best way I found to combat this is to set yourself some regular goals. For me, it's making a YouTube video once a week, but this could be anything. It could be a fitness goal, it could be perfecting your home cooking, learning a new language, reading a book, anything that you're passionate about. Set yourself a daily goal and then it gives you a reason to get out of bed. Then, when it comes to the evening, you don't feel as guilty for sitting on the sofa binge watching Netflix. Slow down and reevaluate. These past few months trapped inside have given me a lot of time to slow down and think about things. It's made me realize that I took a lot of things for granted, like my health, my family, my freedom. And also, I don't need a lot of things as well. I know that this is a bit of an uncertain time and you don't know how long you're going to be in lockdown for, but try and visualize that thing that you're going to do when you first get out. And also think about the things that you're never going to bother doing again. Stay positive. This situation is really hard and you'll have good days and you'll have bad days, but try and stay positive. Being positive helps you focus, so try and appreciate all the little things around you. I wake up every morning and think about the things that I'm thankful for, like the fact that I have a home to wake up in, that the sun is shining, that I have a bar of chocolate to enjoy. That's a really good day. Maybe humans aren't too bad after all. In this day and age of likes, views, and engagement, it could be argued that we've become a pretty cynical bunch. A few weeks ago, whilst I was cowering in my apartment waiting for this to pass, millions of volunteers took to the streets to help man temperature checks, deliver medical supplies, and check in on elderly neighbours. And these kinds of initiatives are happening all over the world, and it really helps to restore my faith in humanity. We stand to lose a lot over the next coming months, but it is possible that we could come from this stronger and more together.
The country came together to say thank you to those who take care of us.
It's the ultimate relationship test. Spending 24 hours a day with someone is the ultimate test on any relationship, family, friends, or partner. If you can get through this, you can get through anything together. Life is too short. This is a scary reality check that you just never know what is going to happen in the world. There are many things in your life that you can control, but this is not one of them. When this is over, remember, life is too short. Don't waste it. This will get better. I know it seems like there's no end in sight, but this will get better. Here in China, things are slowly starting to improve. Places are getting busier, there's more people on the streets, and restaurants are starting to open again. But the precautions are still very much in place. This is affecting everyone, and if we stick together, then we will get through this. It's important not to gloss over the fact that this truly is a terrible time. And like I said in my last video, it is what you make it. This is one of the most uncertain times in modern history, and wherever you're from, whatever you do, just remember you can get through this, so don't give up.